This is a tragic story. An Orange Farm family has been left devastated following the death of their 6-year-old child. The body of Komanani Elias Mawa has been found and retrieved after he fell into an open manhole on Sunday. Search operations were carried out for 3 days before he was found. eNCA's Nkosazana Dambuza has been following that story and joins us now with an update from Orange Farm. And I suppose, Nkosazana, really this is the manifestation of the worst fears, the sum of all their worst fears, and as far as this family is concerned.
Absolutely, Tulas. The family of Komanani Mawa, who died after he fell into a manhole which leads to a sewer, is now demanding answers from local authorities. As you know, his body was discovered yesterday in a sewer which is about 6 kilometers from where he fell. And he was definitely confirmed dead right on the scene after 3 days of searching for him. Now, the community of Orange Farm has also expressed much concern about the issue of manholes which are left uncovered in the area. And for more on this, I'm joined by Alfred Rapayia, who is also a community member here in Orange Farm. Thank you so much for your time, Alfred. Awusichazele nje ukuthi lana emphakathini senesikhathi esingakanani nibhekene nalenkinga yokuthi ama-manholes awanazo ivalo.
Lama manhole kusukela last year ngoDecember okavuliwe isikhathi beweblockile, so azange baphinde babuye bazowavala lama manhole. So qala bebezile bawafaka lama izivalo zakhona zensimbi, kodwa manje mase bebuya babuye nezivalo zeplastic. Nazo lezo zivalo lezo ilezi abashiye bezivulile susela last year December njoba kuzokwenzeka le accident manje.
Emphakathini nizizwa ninjani ukuthi nje la i-service delivery ngathi nje iphansi kakhulu?
Lokho kuyasidabukisa kakhulu ngoba singumphakathi, more especially mina kangisingumphakathi kuphela, ngumakhelwane wala kwenzeke khona lenkinga lena. Sizubuhlungu kakhulu ngalomfana lo ngoba badlalela khona lapha duzane. Thina singumphakathi besingathanda ukuthi at least labantu bama manhole bangathi noma bangafaka ifence or noma bafake izinto abazozikhiya bona, bakwazi ukuthi bona mabeza makwenzaka something wrong lapha bakwazi ukuzivulela bona, bayekele ukuthi umphakathi wenze 1 2 3, kube ijob yabo ukuthi at least basifakele ifence and then akwazi ukuthi kube yibo abantu abasondelana nani nalama manhole. Singajabula thina singumphakathi, more especially mina ngumakhelwane, nami lokho ngangithokozisa kakhulu.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu, Alfred. I'm just going to get a word now from a family member, Kenneth Mbata. Thank you for your time. You know, when we spoke yesterday, the family, you expressed much dissatisfaction with the municipality's response. So what now for the family? You know, are you even considering taking legal action?
Yeah, as the family currently was saying, we're going to make it all best, bury the child on our own. Since, well, we've never got any response from the municipality since we have got the deceased. So, and when we are saying we want responsibility, like we said it, we are not taking it very light. We are considering to take it even further for us to get a response. Correct. Why is it like this? Because you see, these things at some stage, we create a trend to make these things normal, and it can't be normal forever. It's really abnormal in a society like this to be seen like this, even though after 25 years, you understand. So it's really wrong. So we're going to rise and reason and say, no, it's high time. With this family, this incident becomes a last thing that ever happens to a black child. Yes.
And have any of the officials paid you a visit as a family, and what are they saying?
No, currently we haven't had any official visiting us since we got our child. We haven't had anyone. You see, like we're saying, you know, some of these leaders that are only there to address media, they're only there to protect themselves and act as if the society is being negligent on this matter. But we haven't got anyone visiting us. We're still waiting, even though we're even welcoming them, by the way. But welcoming them doesn't mean we're going to sit in a table and drink tea. It becomes nice. We're saying when we're welcoming them to be supportive. Where they can, we're not disputing anything. But after this one, we want responses. And we're going to make it a point we go to the highest office to get responses.
And just lastly, how are the funeral arrangements for Komanani coming along?
Currently, we will not confirm anything since, we're still waiting to get a communication from a government mortuary to tell us, now we can take the child to our own funeral policy, so that if then we can start arranging when we know that the child is on our side. But since as the family, we haven't yet resolved on anything. But as soon as we resolve it, we'll communicate it. We believe we need much support to the community. This incident is a tragic thing that ever existed, that ever happened in the society. We are speaking about a small child, but we'll also put it in out there, saying that even though we want support, people must consider lockdown regulation, because we know we're living in bad times. COVID is there. But you see, we welcome anyone. Those who will come in their small groups, say 1 or 2 leave, say 1 or 2 leave. That's the position of the family, by the way. Yes.
I thank you so much, Kenneth Mbata. He is a family member of Komanani Mawa, who fell into a manhole and has passed away. But Tulas, I must mention to you that when I asked the local ward councillor, as well as MMC of Community Development, Margaret Arnold, yesterday on who should be held responsible for the missing lids of the manholes, both of them really pointed to criminal activity in the area. They say that it's most likely that criminals are stealing the lids off of these manholes and exchanging them for money at scrap yards, but they will be investigating.
All right, thank you for that. That's eNCA's Nkosazana Dambuza out in Orange Farm. That story is really the stuff of nightmares, is it not? The death of a child under these circumstances. There'll be many, many questions, as Nkosazana alludes to, as to how it is that manholes are left uncovered. Is it